What's good, y'all? What's up with it? Ow! It's your girl Poppy, and we back with a new episode on Poppy's Unpopular Opinion. Today, we're talking about the time that I found a scorpion in my room. So let me go ahead and set the scene for you. Y'all already know I moved into a new apartment. I'm living by myself now. I'm supposed to be big girl. Ow, ow! It's a Wednesday afternoon, and I'm really in my feelings. And I'm just going through a lot emotionally and mentally. Like physically, I'm fine. I've never felt better. But mentally, I am drained. I'm tired. I want to change. I ended a really, really toxic relationship. And it was just a whole bunch of things all happened in one day. I don't know how to mentally get through this day. So I'll end up like chilling and stuff, watching movies. And all of a sudden, I kind of look at my peripherals and I see a little something crawl on the floor. And I'm like, let me get my shoe. Let me find some shoes. There's a bug in here. So I go get me a little sandal, a chancla. And I walk back over to where I saw the bug. I move my binder and boom. I'm like, that ain't no bug. It look like a lizard. It got a tail or something on it. And so it starts scurrying around. I said, ah! And then I tried to hit it and I missed, and I was like, okay, I'm done because I don't know what this is. Mind you, it's like 10:30. It ran underneath my couch and I was like, oh my God, there's a lizard in here. And I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to move out. I have to get a hotel for the night. Oh my gosh, I was freaking out. So I'm like, who can I call to come get this lizard out of my apartment? So I called my friend. Austin, big Osto Shotty. So long story short, he ends up coming over here and he gets up out of bed and I'm like, thank you so much. You're the best friend I've ever had in my entire life. You're like literally the best. So he's like, where is it? I'm like, last time I saw it, it went under my couch and I haven't seen it since. And I was literally sitting on my counter. Like I was afraid. Like I was sitting on my counter because I didn't want to be on the floor where the lizard was. And so he comes in and he's like, bro, why are you so dramatic? Just get on the floor. And I'm like, why would I get on the floor? There's a lizard on the floor. I'm not gonna get on the floor when a lizard on the floor. And so he looks under the sofa and he's like, oh, that ain't no lizard. I was like, then what is it? He was like, that's a scorpion.
That's a scorpion. That's a scorpion.
I said, I was literally having a panic attack. Like, I literally have not had a panic attack in so long, but like, on top of everything I was going through mentally that day, a scorpion? Can't them things kill you and stuff if they sting you? Oh, it was just hashtag too much. Fast forward to like an hour or two later, I'm on the phone with my friend. Was like, what's the meaning behind scorpions? Like usually, people don't just see scorpions all the time. I don't think. He was like, so like, why was there a scorpion in your apartment? I was like, maybe I should look up the meaning of a scorpion. And so the spiritual meaning of a scorpion is please tell me y'all can hear these animals. What y'all got going over there? Midday, these animals be cutting up, and I don't like that. Sometimes I don't know if it's an animal or a baby. Sometimes I be like, is there somebody got a baby in here? It's crying, go get your baby. And then like 2 seconds later, it sounds like a cat that's like slowly dying. And I'm like, I don't know what this is. But anyways, we're going to get through this little video, but that stuff be really irking me, y'all, because y'all know I do not do animals. Moving on. Spiritual meaning is all about ridding yourself of poison, negative things that hold you back, keep you down, and create psychic clutter. In unhealthy relationships, the scorpion spirit is helpful for making a clean break. There, and I was like, whoa. Literally that same day, I ended a really toxic relationship in my life, and I was like, wow. But I was crying and messed up about it because it was over, but then it was a relief because it was over, and it wasn't this ongoing cycle of negativity in my life, and it wasn't this ongoing cycle of oh my gosh, why are you talking to me, why are you texting me, you know what I mean? But then it was the same time I was also feeding into it, so it's just a really great growing kind of moment for me, but it was hard. And so when I read the spiritual meaning of this, I was like, oh my gosh, the scorpion popped up. And so then it says spiritual awakening that happens from scorpions. The spiritual awakening means a transformation. And so it says that it's not always a fun message, but in nature, something must die for something else to live. So I read that and I was like, I'm about to die. This scorpion then popped up because I'm about to die. But then it says it's figurative. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I have recently, for the past few weeks, been trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my life. Like, get a new job. Am I gonna have a job after I graduate? I'm taking summer classes, trying to figure out my senior year of college. And so it's just like a really, really long and hard transformation process that I kind of have to think through and internalize my feelings and kind of understand where I want to go with my life and what I do need and what I don't need moving forward. Because senior year, I feel like, is one of probably the hardest years that you have while you're in college or in high school. And you just have a lot of things on your plate that you're trying to balance. So I was in this moment of figuring out where I was going to manage my time, who I was going to spend this time with, and what was going to feed me positivity throughout this next year of my life. And so when the Scorpion popped up and it means all these things about transformation and getting rid of negativity, I was like, oh my gosh, the Scorpion came as a symbol that I am doing everything that I need to be doing right now. I am making those steps to better myself, to better my mindset, and to better the environment that I am in currently. I have realized where my negativity comes from. I have realized what I enjoy and what I don't enjoy doing. And it just all kind of made sense. And it's so funny because I was so scared. I saw this thing and I was freaking out. Like, I was so scared. And the whole time it was just a message. Like, it was just showing me something. It was just saying, like, hey, this is your time to transform. This is your time to level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the story time of about the time I found a scorpion in my house. It definitely changed from a scary situation to a moment of understanding, relief, and almost, like, happiness. Like, yes, I'm afraid of scorpions still because they can kill you. But the meaning of them being spiritual animals really just kind of touched me in the moment that I needed it most. So shout out to God because, ooh, that's crazy. But like, comment, and definitely subscribe to Poppy's Unpopular Opinion. Don't forget to share this video as well because it did have a really cool meaning at the end of it. But with that being said, this is your girl Poppy signing off. Peace, love, and blessings. Remember to live your life with #all smiles.